next comes into the feast at Mary, Martha, and Lazarus's house. And Mary is Martha's sister. Um, Mary is sitting at his feet again, and John, Mary of Bethany, is very much of a follower, and Martha is kind of like a busy worker person, right? She's doing everything, and she kind of gets mad that Mary's not helping, and she's stuck doing everything, serving everybody. And Jesus kind of has to tell her, like, well, you should, I'm in your presence, you should spend, be with us. And I think maybe she just felt she had to host, and I can always empathize with her. I'm a Mary at every party. Oh, and they get
Um,
mad and they get angry and they get animosity, and they're like, why aren't you helping? Why aren't you doing? Why aren't you cleaning up? And I'm like, we're enjoying ourselves here. Okay. Like, we're enjoying the company. So I'm always I feel bad for Martha, but at the same time, I'm like, I am so not a Martha.
well, can I add a little to this really quick?
Yeah.
Because
Go right
I'm,
ahead.
I'm definitely the Martha. You know what I mean? But I
Are
think
you?
that there's more. I am, because, and I'll totally own that, because I am very used to entertaining. I have hosted Thanksgiving or Christmas dinners where I've had 19 people that I've cooked for, just me cooking. Okay. And
Oh,
when
no.
like me with this story, it's very interesting. I feel very close to Martha. I feel very
Maybe
close to
we were
Mary.
like Mary and Martha in a past
Um,
life, and I was the
Girl,
Mary and you were the Martha.
we have talked. I'm telling you, there are other strings. Like, there is a thread that runs through us, and there are parallels to different stories that I just feel it. And Mary and Martha is one of them. And there are other ones I've told you about that I can feel our connection to. But um, I think that there's also a lot of metaphor in this, which is like Martha has like this pressure to always be on top of everything and to make sure that everything is perfect and everything is taken care of. And that's where I identify with it, because if I'm hosting like this big dinner and I'm cooking and I get up very early to prepare and I'm, doing all of these things to make it so special for the people that are coming, I completely understand why she wants it to be just so. And then, but I also respect, Mary's position in it as well, because she's like, let's just enjoy being present, with our Lord. I feel like it is a dichotomy between masculine and feminine energetics, where the masculine
Yeah.
is go, 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 do, got to get it all done, got to go, got to go. And the feminine is more about like reception, receptivity, receivership. And that's what Mary is displaying. So even though some people have been like, yeah, Martha's just like so busy and she's just like not even paying attention to Jesus and all these things, it's like she's representing the masculine energetic of the two women. And so I think it's more about like the symbolism of what they are representing in his presence versus like Martha doesn't care. Like, I don't think that's what it is at all. That Martha is like very selfish and disregarding, Jesus's presence. I think both women are to be learned from and show different expressions of how they care for people. So
Yeah.
obviously Martha cares about providing, and Mary cares more about witnessing and receiving.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and it's interesting. So, like, in this part of the gospel, it's really Mary kind of has like, I don't know, they kind of like say it in a way that Mary's this really all in believer, and Martha's still kind of like not really in it, right? Because she's still distracted, like she's not getting it. So then later on, um, Lazarus dies, and they send for Jesus, but he waits. Like, he kind of is like, all right, I'll get there. And when he
Morning.
gets there, like, Martha kind of is like, hey, like, I know, like, you can fix this. And she kind of is more of the believer. But then it's Mary who's kind of like, why did you wait? What, like, I mean, like, she's like so upset, like her brother's dead. Oh my gosh, like, why did you wait? Why didn't you come? So, but yeah, then he raises Jesus from the dead. It's another thing where it's like, oh gosh, now this guy's raising people from the dead, and this is another thing that ends up getting Jesus in trouble in terms of like this guy is using works of devil to, raise people from the dead. That's a devil thing. That's not a God thing.
It's necromancy. It's necromancy. You can't, I think it would be quite taboo to reverse an act of God, right? If God is saying that this is the end of Lazarus's life and it's time for him to move into spirit, and now this man comes along and he reverses that act,
Yeah, well,
like
I mean, you think
this
of
is
like every movie that's out there where, you got movies like Frankenstein and I don't know, even Frankenweenie, the little dog one. Like I remember
I
when I was a
love that
little
one.
kid,
Yeah.
and they say like they're not gonna come back as who they were. And every single movie I've seen where someone's raised from the dead or comes back from the dead, it's like a demonic entity just in the body as a vessel, not so much actually like this person's raised from the dead is a good thing. So
I've
I
seen
always think that's
practical
like
magic.
yeah, practical I can't wait for the second one, I'm so excited.
Yeah, me
But
too.
yeah,
Me
like
too.
that kind of situation.